What's up, guys? Back up in here with another one. Hope your day's starting off right. Hope you celebrated 420 right. All that shit I did. So today we're in here with 10 things Vince Staples can't live without. I like this show. I like everybody showing like their essentials and all that stuff. It's just cool. You can get game off that. You can get like certain colognes you wouldn't know about. All that type of stuff. Like, oh, I never thought to carry that around, or oh, that looks tight. So let's go ahead. And Vince Staples is just fucking hilarious. If you've ever heard any of his interviews, he's never not like the funniest person in the room. So except when he's in there with Tyler, the Creator, then it's like they're equally funny. So let's see what he's got going on.
This is a belt. I promise I didn't try to match it. This is just the first one I picked up. I would have bought another one if I realized what I was wearing today. What's up, GQ? I'm Vince Staples, and these are my essentials.
Bro, I'm mad I saw the same inhaler that I have. I'm like, dog, for real? You be forgetting more people than you have asthma, cause shit, I don't know. And I don't never have the white cap on it, so he's doing better than me.
This is a rosemary and eucalyptus body oil from Noir Grooming by Natasha in Los Angeles, California. One thing about black people is that we get ashy and sometimes we get greasy. So it's a perfect balance to not be ashy, not be greasy, and not, Jergens, Johnson & Johnson, all due respect, but that's that. No, we're getting too much money for Jergens or Johnson & Johnson. We're not doing that. Take this, you get 2 drops, you rub it in, you go about your day. You don't want to look too shiny, you don't want to look too matte. It's a perfect balance, so make sure you go support. I don't know the website, but I know she got one. It's good for you.
Bro, and that's what I'm talking about. Getting that game, because I would have never knew about no shit like that. I'm still using just lotion. So that's some game. I'm gonna look into that. I wonder if they got that on Amazon. Let me know in the comments if you know about what he's talking about right here.
Stop using Jergens, it's weird.
So Vince, can you tell us about your moisturizing routine?
I'm happy you asked. There's a big disconnect in all of our communities. Black people moisturize at all times. When you wake up, when you go to sleep, throughout the day. I have a tour manager named Danny Wasby, great guy. Hey, Danny. Danny told us he doesn't wear lotion. He never has, he never will. It's just a thing he does. But Danny also puts his jeans in the freezer on the tour bus next to the Eggos. Tell me if you trust a man who puts the jeans by the Eggos,
What? For what? To stop the stench, or like, what's the purpose of that? Let me know in the comments if you've heard of this before. People putting jeans in the freezer, and why? Because this just sounds weird as hell.
Simple question. Hey, Danny. This is a Water by Hiroshi diffuser fragrance oil. It's Barney. You put this in a little diffuser from Muji or wherever you decide to get your diffusers from. But put this in the water, let it run throughout the whole house, and it's like a brand new house, because you might get a little cabin fever based on not being able to leave because we're in a pandemic. I like this a lot. We got one in every room, different flavors. You're not getting all the flavors, but you gotta make sure when you walk in different parts of the house, it's a different experience for you and yours. So this is the thing about the candles. My ceilings are too high, and I like the windows to be open.
Dog, I bet his house is just stupid on point. He just seems like a meticulous dude. Like, he's got everything lined up. Like, I've never thought of no shit like that. Like, I've diffused some oils, but it'd be like thieves if I'm sick. It's got to have a purpose, not just to make the room smell good. I've never done that before. So yeah, I'm just thinking the way he's breaking down, like, my ceilings are too high and this and that, his shit probably looks like a museum or something. I seen something with Tiana Taylor. She got a 2D house. That shit's a comic book. That shit's crazy.
Open sometimes. With the candle, it's a fire hazard, putting smoke in the environment. I don't know if that's a fire hazard, but I got asthma, so something about smoke just doesn't intrigue me. But yeah, with these, you get it right away. You put the water in the environment, you know what I'm saying? You add to the humidity. I got the Vivint security system, so I can monitor the humidity in each room. I can almost promise you that this adds to the humidity. It's good for your skin, it's good for everything. So make sure that you use diffuser oils, just not the ones I use, because I'm gonna get offended if you steal from me. This is a Comme de Garcon perfume. It's old, it's a little raggedy. I didn't buy stuff for this, y'all aren't that special. This is the only one I'm willing to give up. I have several. I have one for the car. We have one for if it's a cold day, one if it's a hot day. These fragrances kind of differ based on what.
Never heard of that in my life. I'm still on like Polo Red, shit like that. I've never heard of this kind of cologne. If you wear it or you know about it, put that in the comments. Let me know if if it's your daily scent, if I should look into it. And also let me know how much it costs, because I bet it costs a grip. I bet it's like one of the $500 colognes. I'm like, nope, way too much. About a one something maybe, but I'm not pushing it too much past that for colognes. I can't see it.
Where you're going, how you're living. Sometimes you might want something like more musky if you might be thinking you're going to jail that day, or if you think you might have a court date. Sometimes you need something sweeter if you're going to see your grandma. It all depends on what you're doing. This is kind of the balance. Kind of robust, floral, I would say. Not too musky, but not too musty. I pair this with like a Dove, fresh powder scent, you know what I mean? We don't do Axe, we don't do Old Spice. That's for racist people. I don't bring this out for the special occasions, but
that's for racist people. Holy shit. That's crazy that he would say people who use that. That's for racist people. Does he have a point? Put that in the comments. Does he have a point about like people who use that are connected to some kind of racism? I am curious if that's an on-point analysis from Mr. Staples.
I'm going to the car wash. Say I'm going to like a candlelight visual. This is what I'll throw on. Come to Garcon Dot, make sure you go get it. This is a Yankee hat. I don't wear hats, but I make sure if I do have to wear a hat, it's this hat. Holds a lot of symbolism for me. I'm a big fan of Yogi Berra, Derek Jeter, Dale Strawberry. I really love the sport. This is by the Internal Knowledge Chess Club. I overpaid for this hat because it was brown and I just saw Queen's Gambit. So it was a lot of different things that made me love it. But yeah, I have a Yankee hat in my trunk. I have one in my frunk. I usually have a couple on the road in case I can't get a haircut.
What is a frunk? Is that, okay, maybe he's speaking rich language. Because I'm thinking a frunk is maybe the trunk in the front, you know? Because if you're driving those certain sports cars, they do have the trunk. Let me know. I'm probably way off, but let me know. Because that just threw me off.
We'll say about 2 to 3 Yankee hats within a reaching distance per day, just to keep me, leveled out, make sure that I'm centered and I remember the things that are dear to me.
There it goes.
This is an albuterol sulfate. It's an asthma pump. I have chronic asthma. I almost died at Coachella. I almost died at Red Rocks twice. I almost died in Spain. I almost died at PE at Mayfair High School in 9th grade. I almost died at the racial riot, Jordan Summer School. I think that was 08, 09, one of those things. And this keeps me alive. I was just watching Your Honor, and this is the last thing that Adam saw.
Man, who watched Your Honor? That ended in a real way. That's all I'll say. They spent that whole show trying to defend his son on some complete nonsense. And he's fighting against his dad. If you haven't seen the show, whatever. It was out a while ago. Go check it out. It's better than I'm going to explain it. But in the end, yeah, his inhaler from that show got him in trouble. He was just, I never liked the son. When they ended like that, I was like, justice.
Before his untimely demise. Sorry for the spoiler, but it's very, very integral to my life. I have about 174 puffs left. So hopefully they last until, I need another one because I forget to get these a lot. I have about 3 that are lost. Corey has one. I think Danny Wasby has one. Tyler Page has one. I got to spread them around in case I'm ever around somebody and I almost die. So, this has saved me a couple times. I like the blue ones. They had a little bit more, torque. I wasted that. These are pomades. Now, if you've ever seen or read The Outsiders, you understand pomade is very integral to life on the streets. This is a sleek water light pomade.
To life on the streets. So like the orange can, who knows about the orange can of Murray's? The orange can of Murray's pomade will last you your whole life. Guaranteed. You don't need much at all. Just a little boop, just a little touch it. Just touch it. That's enough to rub and get what you need to get done. Guaranteed. You got to know about that orange can. Come on, that's in the black community heavy.
Made by Frederick Benjamin, I'm pretty sure. This is like if you go into the grocery store really quick, you don't need anything too thick, you might be right back home, because it's not lasting that long, but it's not that heavy, it's good for your pores. This is American Crew Grooming. Now this is kind of thicker. It's almost like a petroleum, like gasoline type of thing. This is what they use before they flick the razor blade. This is what Fonzie had. This will last you all day, maybe 2 days. But the integral part is the Scotch Porter hair balm. You throw this on the bottom, really get the waves going, really make sure they stay in place. I got a cowlick and I got a weird hair pattern and grow like that, you know, like that. So like, I gotta make sure it's laying flat or I'm gonna look like I'm balding. And there's a lot of people missing hair these days. I don't wanna be one of them. So make sure, you know, if you're losing your hair, cut it.
I got that fear too. It's a weird fear. Like all of a sudden balding, like what was it? Probably 3 months ago. I was sitting there and some of my hair started coming out when I was like in the shower and I freaked out. I was like, oh shit, my negative thinking and saying, but it was nothing. It was just regular shit. But really, like, I think it comes from seeing that movie. What was it? The Craft, when her hair just started falling out in chunks. That always kind of like spooked me out. If you know about that, put it in the comments. Who watched The Craft? The movie? Come on. If you saw that, way too much time on your hands. I'm not even interested.
Against the grain, get a 1 low, or just be bald. Don't embarrass yourself. Okay, this is a belt. Belts are very integral to life. You might need to get up out of there. You might need to go somewhere, you know. If you don't have a belt and I can see your bottom, I will judge you. It's not attractive. It don't make you hard. No one wants to see your ethicus. We're not doing ethicus. Doesn't even sound right. This is a Japanese peach water by Coca-Cola. I don't know what it says, but I know this is Japanese and I know it's by Coca-Cola. We went to Kyoto.
Coca-Cola got their hands in every single pot. Simply orange juice, lemonade, soda, water. Their water is gross though. That's my opinion. Their water, what is it? Dasani? Ugh. That's the worst water out here. I used to like Dasani until I got more into waters and I was like, no thanks. Let me know if you like Dasani. If you do, no offense. But for me, it's a no. I'd rather be thirsty. Sorry.
It was a whole ordeal. And we were walking through a forest and it was 100 degrees and this is the only water they had and it's delicious. So with that being said, this is an essential thing for me because I almost died and you almost die every day. So make sure to drink some water, flavored or not flavored. Just make sure it's not sparkling. Okay, this is a wallet. I've seen a lot of these. A lot of people don't have their wallet or their keys or their phone. You're lying. You don't need all that jewelry or that box of cereal or like those shoes.
I've thought that when I watch these. I'm like, you really walk around with a jewelry case? Man, that's a lot of extra things to think about. That's kind of unnecessary versus, like he says, your wallet, your keys, things you actually, that like any human's gonna need these things. But also with the water, why'd he say not sparkling? Like, let me know why not sparkling? What's wrong with sparkling water? I don't drink sparkling water all day, but every now and again. Because isn't the Canada, is it Canada Dry, like the raspberry one? I love those. Those are sparkling. Those are good as hell. So why would I not drink that, Vince? For real.
You're a liar. This is important. I have my SAG card. Shout out to the Screen Actors Guild.
Hey.
I got a room and board gift card I haven't used. I have a $200 gift card I haven't used. I got this for Christmas. I got a tile. I think, yeah, it works. I thought it was dead. I got my driver's license. I got some insurance cards that are expired, but I have them in my email. Oh, I have my California Department of Justice firearm safety certificate. I'm working on my CCW. I have a fully expunged record. So the sheriff of where I live at, watch this. I'm a good guy.
No cash in the wallet though.
Oh no, cash is for people, not yourself. I'm not giving anyone anything. No, it's not my thing.
Cash is for people, not yourself. That is craziness. But also, he said he has a tile. What is that? I have no idea what that is. And then it like beeped at him or whatever. What is that? What's that for? Please put that in the comments because I'm interested.
This is a KN95 mask. Due to us being in a panda bear, you have to make sure that you're safe at all times. You have the little cute ones with the designs and the aesthetics and all that stuff. It's not gonna keep you alive, you're gonna die. So you have to make sure you have the correct filtration. This is what they give the firefighters and the army men. So make sure that you have one of these when you go to the Whole Foods. Don't yell in the CVS about how it's your constitutional right to not have a mask, because then you're a bad person, and we don't tolerate bad people in 2021. It's a new day, and that's what this is for. Thank you for checking out my essentials. Once again, it's Vince Staples. See you guys later.
That was awesome. And that last part, I am on board with that as far as, come on, man. I just look at it like, and most people are going to get into a whole debate about mask or no mask. My thing is just, it's easier to just, I don't want to put it on all the time. Like, as soon as I can get it the fuck off, I do. But just to make everybody comfortable, I really don't care like that. If you do, whatever, that's your right. Nobody should judge you for that. I mean, it's kind of weird, but so I'm judging you, but nobody else should. But yeah, I loved it. It was Vince Staples just being himself, being funny. So thanks for y'all for hanging out with me. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, hit the share button, send it to somebody, hit the notification bell so you know when we back up in here. I got some more coming. Like I said, let's get through the week, get to something fun on the weekend. That's all I ask. Just do something fun. Make sure you do that. But those of y'all that are new here, you got to watch me shut it down. And those of y'all that been here, you know what time it is. Peace.